What's up everyone, this is Kevin Scanlon Jr., your financial tutor. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how to make money as a teenager. Now in this video, we're not going to be talking about, doing lemonade stands or babysitting. We'll be talking about creative ways to make actual good money, even when you're a teenager. So it doesn't matter if you're 18 or 21, these don't have an age restriction. And all these actually are really good ways to make money. Now of course, I'm not a teenager anymore, but I personally use everything that I talked about in this top 10 list. I personally done myself, whether that was in 5th and 6th grade, high school, or even college. So these are some great tips on how to make some extra money. It's crazy enough, from doing these different ways to make money that I'm going to talk about, I was actually making more money than my friends that were working every week 20 to 30 hours at a real job, getting a real paycheck. Doing these little side hustles made me more money than they were, which actually allowed me to free up my time so I could do things more that I like, whether it's just hanging out with friends or playing sports, or even finding other ways to make even more money. Now I'm not trying to sell you a course or anything with this top 10 list, and this is actually just advice that I learned, and I wish someone would have gave me this list sooner just so I can make more money and I can improve on it. But this channel is all about giving you guys financial advice, whether it's making you guys more money or saving you guys more money. So if you're interested in any of those sorts of things, make sure to subscribe to this channel and check out more of my content. Don't forget also to smash this like button. A lot of work goes into these videos and it really does help out the channel to get more people to view this and make more money. So number one is going to be buying and selling electronics. So in high school, I was known as a guy that would always buy electronics. So whether it was your phone, iPod Touch, or Nanos, yes, I know I'm dating myself, but any of those old kind of electronics that you didn't want to use, you could sell them to me in high school, and then I would actually sell those on eBay. So I know you do have to be 18 in order to sell on eBay, but I actually started selling on eBay when I was 13. So it doesn't really matter what your age is. And plus too, it's a lot safer than meeting up with someone on Craigslist. So if you're paying someone you're selling on eBay, always tell them that it's a lot safer than Craigslist. But you can make a lot of money doing this. So everyone knew me, like I said, as a guy that would buy your old electronics. A lot of people that were selling me their electronics didn't really know the true value of how much their old electronics were worth. A lot of them figured it was old, so it wasn't worth much. I would always ask them what they wanted for the electronic, and if it was good price and fair, I would actually buy it and then sell it on eBay. And I was making actually quite a bit of money. I was buying quite a bit of iPhones back then, iPods like I said, and flipping them and selling them on eBay. And basically you could do this with anything, whether that's clothes, electronics, but I would just recommend to find that niche. And for me, like I said, it was cell phones and old electronic devices. Number two here is pretty unique, and I know you're not going to find it or hear about it on other YouTube channels, but that's going to be looking for silver coins. Now this is something that's going to be basically 100% risk-free. So what I would do is in 8th grade or freshman year, I would go to the bank and ask for $500 worth of half dollars. Now you could also do this with quarters, dimes, and nickels, but I found the best rate of success was with half dollars. What you're doing is looking for half dollars that are made out of silver, because those are the ones that actually have real value. So back in the day, we used to be off the gold standard, but basically every dollar used to be backed by silver or gold, and coins actually had silver in them, which is pretty valuable today. So I was pulling out the silver ones. What you want to find are the dates. So any old coin that's dated 1964 or sooner is actually made of 90% silver, and just the silver value of the actual coin itself is worth about $7 in today's market. There's also half dollars from 1965 to 1970 that are made of 40% silver, and those are worth about $3 in silver content. But a great thing is sometimes you find a real rare date, or you find an older coin. Like I was finding some of them from the 1960s or 50s. Those could be worth anywhere from 15 to 20 to even more money. When I say risk-free, is it literally is not going to cost you anything. So if you don't find any of the silver coins, you could actually take all those coins back to the bank and then cash them in for dollars, and then you didn't lose any money at all. But if you do happen to find a half dollar, you just pull that one out, put it off to the side. And then out of the $500, I was getting worth of half dollars, so 1,000 total coins. And I was finding anywhere from 10 to 20 silver coins per box. So that really adds up. And like I said, risk-free, so this is a great way to get into investing in silver and also making some extra side money. Number three is going to be surveys. So I'm not talking about the surveys you could do online, because I think for the most part those are pretty much scams. You could do a couple hours worth and you get like 20 cents. I'm not talking about those surveys. There's actual questionnaires. So even when I was in junior high and high school, there's some that are around where I live. I live in the suburbs of Chicago, and they would have different ones for tasting food, anywhere from like watching like advertisements. And you kind of just give your feedback of it. So for example, I had a taste test for M&Ms. I had tasting ones that were thinking about bringing to market, such as like jalapeno ones, barbecue ones, and I think another one. But I basically just gave my overall opinion on it, tell them what I thought was good, if it was too salty, and I got paid like $60 for an hour of my time in high school. That was great money. $60 an hour, you're not going to beat that anywhere. You could basically only do it every few months. So what I would do is sign up for different surveys in the area. I think there's 3 in my area, and I'll leave links to those companies down below. Some of them are nationwide, but I would just Google survey for your area, type in the town, so whether it's like surveys in Chicago, and see if there's any that pop up. And a lot of them are actually looking for people that are below 18 because there's a certain demographic, and you can make some really good money doing that. And also it's pretty cool, I feel like, testing out different products that you're not going to bring to market. I've also tested out burgers, other candies, and it's cool. You're just eating this food. I probably would otherwise, but you're getting paid a good amount of money to do so. And that's still something I actually do to this day. I'm graduated from college now, but I actually just had one last month. And like I said, great way to make money, and it's super easy. Number 4 is gonna be car detailing. So you can make some great money doing this. I would recommend to kind of find like your niche, whether it's like classic cars, and really do a great detailing job on a car, interior and exterior. You can charge quite a bit of money for this. So you can charge anywhere from, we say, like $50 to $200 if you get really deep clean and clean the whole interior and exterior. Especially if you know what you're doing. You can buy supplies that can last you several cars. So your capital and your expenses to start something up like this is pretty minor. I even did this in high school. You could get waxing pads. So something that online only costs about like $40 for the machine. You can really buff out a car and it looks amazing. And if you were to get this kind of buff somewhere else, it costs a couple $100. So everyone, I feel like, it's a win-win. They're paying cheaper, they're getting great quality of work, and you're making some great money. So I would definitely look into detailing cars. Number 5 on the list is local community services. And what I mean by that is providing services within, you say, your town or neighborhood, such as mowing the lawn, snow removal, or even like doing exterior work in houses, such as like painting or something. So whenever it snowed, me and my friends would always go out. We'd be the first ones out with shovels, and we'd be shoveling driveways and making good money. Another pro tip I would do is, before we knew we had a big storm coming, like I said, in Chicago, we'd hand out business cards the day before, and then people would be calling us up right in the morning. One thing cool about doing these services is that once you're out, say for example, when I was in high school cutting lawns, my neighbors would see that and would come up to me and ask how much that I'm charging. They could see I'm doing great quality work, and that would just translate into more business and making me more money. So this could be a great long-term business that you could actually scale up in the future if you want to continue to work for it. But in the meantime, it's also a great way to make more money. Number 6 is going to be selling things at school. So you have to be really careful here. I know some schools that are really strict on having students sell stuff, so I would maybe ask around, make sure that you're not breaking any rules, because you definitely don't want to be doing that. But for example, I used to sell candy in 5th and 6th grade. So we only had like one vending machine for about like 400 kids, and a friend and I would buy candy that wasn't in the vending machine, or people just had a lot of requests of, and usually be out in the vending machine. So we'd be charging, $1 or so per candy, and then while we're paying wholesaling from, Costco or Sam's Club, getting a good deal, and we made quite a bit of money doing so. When I got to high school, kind of upgraded from the candy, and then we actually started doing lasers and cell phone cases. So we're buying them wholesale online, and then we're just selling them individually to people with marking them up about 2 to 3 times what we're paying for. And it was a great way to make extra money. There's a lot of other things. Try to see what is needed in your school. For example, it might be like pop or like some kind of like energy drink, but basically you're just seeing if there's a lot of demand, and I'm sure you can sell it in school. People would be willing to buy it for it, and you can make some great money doing that. But like I said, guys, you have to be careful. I would not sell anything in your school if that means you could get in trouble, because it is not worth the extra money. So number 7 is going to be starting a YouTube channel. So this is actually my 5th YouTube channel I ever started. My first one was 9 years ago. Believe it or not, I started a tech channel. There wasn't a lot of people doing tech reviews, so I was one of the few, and I actually grew that channel pretty large. So actually, my second year within doing the YouTube channel in junior year of high school, there was 1 month I made over $4,000 in high school, and I thought I was the richest man on the planet, making all this money while still in high school. It was unreal. But I'm saying there's just so much opportunity when it comes to YouTube. So whether it's like you're into finances videos like this, or if you have any other niche or field that you're into, I would highly recommend making videos on it. And then you can eventually monetize it and make money from it if you have an audience that actually follows what you do and pays attention to the content that you upload. Another great thing about YouTube is I was really dedicated to it in high school. So when I went away to my university for 4 years, Illinois, I actually didn't put that much time into making videos. I still uploaded videos every month or so, but from the videos I originally had on my channel, I was still making over $1,000 from YouTube ads while in college, while not doing any real work to it. So this was great, you know, when I was going out or just wanted money for food. I didn't have to work a separate job in college, and that really freed up my time so I could study more and get better grades. But also on the flip side, that also made me have more time to hang out with my friends and do more stuff that I wanted to do. So like I said, YouTube is a fantastic idea and I highly recommend for you guys to start creating content and uploading videos today. Number 8 is going to be tutoring. Now I know this doesn't sound flashy and stuff, but I think tutoring is a great way to make money. First off is you don't have to pay taxes on it because usually it's just cash. But it's a great way because you're going to be learning more about any kind of subject that you're teaching. So you know, whether it's math, history, as you're teaching these people, you really have to understand the subject, therefore you're learning yourself, and then you're basically getting paid to learn, which I think is a win-win. On top of that too, you could teach people maybe a class they just took last year, you could teach kids in it this year, kids in your current class, or if you're really good at, say, at a different subject, feel free to teach that. I especially think tutoring is great for making money because per hour, it is some great money. You can charge quite a bit per hour, especially because I know parents want to see their kids succeed in school and get good grades, so they're willing to pay more for something when it comes to education. Number 9 is going to be to sell a service. So what I mean by this is selling something that you are pretty good at and you add value in someone else's life. So for example, in my high school, I had the opportunity to take an extra elective, so I actually took Photoshop. So for my example, I could take the Photoshop and I could help out small clients in my area, say help develop an advertisement. Or even if people wanted to Photoshop their actual pictures that maybe they upload to Instagram or just want better edited pictures, I can help out with that. So one of the great things about that, you take something that you're interested in, such as a hobby or a passion, for my example like Photoshop, and then you can turn that into something, monetize it, and make money from it. So find something that you're interested in, whether it's like taking pictures, you know, videos, or anything along those lines, and you can actually monetize it to make money from. The last one on the list for making money as a teenager, number 10, is going to be selling things on Facebook Marketplace, Let Go or Offer Up. And not just selling random things, so I used to sell things that I wouldn't normally use anymore and list those for sale. But also a big thing I used to make money back in high school was, for example, my dad would buy extra stuff or replace old things that he no longer needed, such as his like furniture set or even old countertops from like a kitchen remodel that we did. My dad was just gonna get rid of those, not even sell them. He just wanted them like tossed out. But I actually would offer to take those and sell it. And eventually I was making really good money. I think for the kitchen countertops, I got like $1,000. His old bedroom set, like $500-600, and he was just willing to toss it out because he just didn't want to deal with, it was too much hassle, too much work. You know, getting someone to come over there, check it out. People, you know, just sending you messages, but they don't really mean to come check it out. He thought it was too much of a hassle. But I was actually making really good money doing this. So I had other family members, such as, you know, my dad, my sisters, my siblings. They would give me stuff they're like no longer wanting if they knew I could make money off it. And I also had my other aunts and uncles and cousins. If they were moving or something, they would tell me, feel free to sell any of their furniture. And it would be a win-win for them because they don't have to pay those moving fees. And it just adds up for them, especially, or if they just didn't want it. They would call me, they knew I could get rid of it fast, and that would be pure profits for me. And it was a great way to make money. So those are my top 10 ways on how to make money as a teenager. Like I said, guys, I've done all these myself, and I actually have to say I made quite a bit of money doing all these things. And a few of them, such as, you know, selling eBay, doing YouTube, have made me more money, like I said, than my friends working full-time in high school, which is just crazy to think about how much money you could be making doing all these different activities. And that just allows you to free up your time, so whether you want to make more money doing other activities or just hanging out with your friends, enjoying, you know, your teenage years, you can do that while also making money with this list. If this video gave you guys any ideas on how to make more money or just added any kind of value to your life, please remember to smash that thumbs up button. It really does help out my channel and it lets more people see these types of videos. Once again, if you like this sort of content on how to make more money or save more money, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I got tons of more content coming to you guys' way. And this is Kevin Scanlon Jr., your financial tutor, signing off.